Welcome, T-Birds, to a somber Thunderstruck. This is our last episode due to circumstances beyond our control. For our top story, did you know that we have a famous author roaming the halls of this establishment? His name is Mr. Womack, and he wrote a book called Tales of Westerford. We caught up with him to talk of dragons and other elements of the book.
I'm here with Mr. Womack, English and creative writing teacher here at YHS, and what many people don't know, also an author. So you've written a book called Tales of Westerford, Dragons, Knights, and Kings. When was the first time you started thinking of these characters and settings?
We have 3 sons, and when they were little, we used to go camping a lot. They asked me to tell them a story, so I just started making stuff up. Made up a story of a little boy that found a dragon and knights and castles. And
When did you decide to turn these ideas into a book?
I think about a little bit more than 4 years ago, my oldest son, who's 26 now, he asked me if I remembered those stories. And I said, yeah, I remember them, vaguely. And he said, you should write those down. So I went down to the store, I bought a little journal, and started writing in it. And filled up one journal, filled up another journal, ended up with like 3 of them full. And so I decided to type it up and kind of see what my notes and scribbles actually said. And one thing led to another, and it's on the shelves at Barnes & Noble.
That's pretty awesome. Who ended up publishing your book?
It's a company called Elevate Publishing, which is in Boise, Idaho. Turns out one of my sister, Miss Calbreth's friends, was an editor for them, and just kind of asked her to read it to see if I should even pursue publishing, if it was worth it. And she loved it. She had her kids read it, and they loved it. And she pitched it to her company, and they wanted to publish it.
How could we buy your book?
Actually, it's on the shelves at Barnes & Noble in Redlands. They've been super supportive of me. I do lots of book signings for like elementary schools and stuff. They have book fairs down there, and they actually have one tomorrow night. And they have book fairs to support the elementary schools, and they like to have a local author come down, so they always call me up, and I go down there. We sell lots of copies down there. It's available online, Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, Target.com. It's overseas. it's in libraries. My wife always looks it up. It's in libraries like all across the country. They have 10 copies at some library in Idaho or Indiana or something like that. So it's all over the place. But yeah, it's online is probably the easiest, or Barnes & Noble in Redlands.
Cool. All right, very cool. Thank you, Mr. Womack.
All right, thank you.
Nice report. Tales of Westerford, available on Amazon.com and everywhere novels are sold. And now to Brian for sports.
Thanks, Chrissy. Bowling is a unique club here on campus and also the best Wii Sports game. Let's see what this club sport is all about at YHS.
Hello, my name is Jace Barnes, and I'm here with
Zach Murray.
So, Zach, what made you want to join the bowling team?
It's just really fun.
What's your highest game?
298.
So, Gerald, what made you want to join the bowling team?
I wanted to bowl really good, so I have to wait if I can get the highest average.
Me too. What is your highest game?
My highest game is like a 243
And how long have you been bowling with the team?
for 3 years.
And Justin, how long have you been bowling with the team?
I've been bowling. This is my 2nd year. I started freshman year.
What made you want to join the team?
Well, Mr. Strickland gave us flyers around in French class because I have him for French, and he kind of just convinced me to join.
Nice. What is your highest game?
My highest, I think, is around a 153, somewhere in that range, and it happened at the first Morongo tournament that I played at.
So, Jacob, how long have you been on the team?
I've been on the team for about 2 years right now.
Very cool. What made you want to join the team?
I always enjoyed bowling as a hobby, and then I wanted to be on the team.
Very cool. And Jacob, what is your highest game?
My highest ever was 177.
Finally, as you all well know, our very own Noah Sheftel has been practicing for the Winter Olympics. This is an all-too-real clip of him hard at work during spring break at Mammoth. We wish that was an April Fool's prank, but that is indeed Noah's current skill set in snowboarding.
Thanks, Brian. We'll be back next year for more episodes of Thunderstruck. April Fools.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you next week, YHS.